Hey friends, welcome back to the podcast. We have been exploring the Enneagram and how each type shows up in leadership, and today we are diving into what it means to live and lead as an Enneagram Type 3, also known as the Achiever. If you've been with us for a little while, you know how much I love using the Enneagram as a tool for both personal and professional growth. It's not just about identifying your personality traits, it's about uncovering your deeper motivations and how they shape your behaviors, how they shape your relationships, and your leadership style. So, let's dive into what it means to live and lead as an Enneagram Type 3. Welcome to the Grace-Filled Leader Podcast. Do you want better work-life balance? Do you get stuck in patterns of perfectionism and people-pleasing? Have you always been an overachiever but never really felt good enough, no matter how much outward success you achieve? Do you want more time for the things that matter most? Well, you are in the right place. Here on the Grace-Filled Leader Podcast, we focus on spirit-driven success and share the secrets to having better work-life balance as a busy woman in leadership. Here you will learn how to set boundaries like a boss, find peace of mind, and reclaim your time for the things that matter most. Hi, I'm Tanya, a wife, mom, leader, and certified Christian life coach. For most of my life, I tried to find worthiness through achievement. I spent decades people-pleasing and pouring myself into my work. I was looking for my value through the approval of others. This led me to feel burned out, empty, and exhausted. I had no time or energy for myself or my family. I realized that I was wasting time and energy looking for validation in all the wrong places. But my life changed when I finally surrendered and God showed me a different way. It is my mission to help you start living the abundant life God has for you. If you're ready to become fueled by grace and find freedom from people-pleasing, if you're ready to multiply your time and impact as a Christian woman in leadership, this podcast is for you. Roll up your sleeves, sister friends. It's time to get after it. Let's start by unpacking what drives an Enneagram 3. Achievers are motivated by a deep desire to be successful, valuable, and admired. They thrive on accomplishments and often tie their worth to their ability to achieve goals and receive recognition. Beneath this drive lies their core fear, the fear of failure or being seen as worthless. To avoid this, Type 3s work tirelessly, presenting a polished and capable image to the world. They are masters of adaptability, often molding themselves to fit the expectations of others to gain approval and achieve success. This adaptability and ambition are powerful gifts, but they can also be a source of inner tension. The constant pressure to perform can lead to burnout, and the fear of being seen as a failure can make vulnerability and authenticity challenging for a Type 3. However, when a Type 3 learns to root their worth in Christ rather than in their performance, they can lead with incredible confidence, compassion, and purpose. So, what are the defining traits of a Type 3? Let's break it down. 3s are goal-oriented and ambitious. They are highly driven and thrive on setting and achieving goals. They are natural leaders who can inspire others with their vision and determination. Type 3s are adaptable and charismatic. They have an innate ability to read a room and adapt their approach to connect with others. Their charisma and charm often make them highly influential. Type 3s are very image conscious. They value the way that they're perceived by others. They strive to present a successful, polished image, which can be both a strength and a struggle. And finally, Type 3s are hardworking and resilient. They have an unmatched work ethic and a remarkable ability to bounce back from setbacks. Their perseverance often inspires others around them. Now, let's talk about the unique strengths that 3s bring to leadership. When they lead from a place of health and purpose, they are unstoppable forces of positivity and productivity. Type 3s are natural visionaries who can inspire their teams to aim high and achieve greatness. They have the ability to cast a compelling vision and motivate others to pursue it. They're motivational and inspiring. Type 3's energy and enthusiasm are contagious. Type 3 leaders can inspire their teams to perform at their best and stay focused on the big picture. Type 3s are results-oriented. Achievers excel at setting clear goals and creating actionable plans to meet them. They are skilled at keeping their teams focused and on measurable outcomes. And finally, Type 3s are efficient and productive. With their eye on the prize, 3s know how to prioritize tasks and streamline processes. They often lead highly effective teams that get things done. Now, like every type, Enneagram 3s have areas to watch out for. These potential blind spots can trip them up if they're not intentional about personal growth. The first potential blind spot is the overemphasis on success. The desire to achieve can lead 3s to overwork, neglecting relationships and self-care. They may struggle with workaholism or tying their self-worth to their performance. That probably sounds familiar for many of you. Second, Type 3s have difficulty with authenticity at times. Because they're so focused on image, Type 3s can struggle to be vulnerable or authentic. They may fear showing weakness or failure to others. A third potential blind spot is burnout. Type 3's relentless drive to achieve can leave them physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained if they don't prioritize rest and renewal. And finally, the fourth potential blind spot is over-adapting. In their quest for approval, Type 3s may lose sight of their true selves, adapting too much to meet others' expectations, so sort of a chameleon of sorts. So how do these traits show up in leadership? Well, in leadership, Type 3s bring focus, energy, and a results-driven approach. They know how to rally a team around a goal and push through challenges to achieve success. Their confidence and charisma can create a culture of ambition and growth within their organizations. However, their high standards and image-conscious nature can sometimes create pressure for their teams. They may struggle to delegate tasks, fearing that others won't meet their standards, or fail to celebrate progress if it doesn't align with their definition of success. Learning to lead with authenticity, grace, and balance is key for Type 3s to grow into their full leadership potential. So, if you are a Type 3, or if you work with or lead someone who is, here are some steps to live and lead more effectively as a Type 3. Number 1, anchor your worth in Christ. Remember, your value is not tied to your achievements. It is rooted in who you are as a child of God. Rest in His grace and let that truth guide your decisions. Number 2, prioritize authenticity. Practice showing up as your true self even when it feels vulnerable. Authenticity builds trust and it deepens relationships. Number 3, celebrate progress over perfection. Learn to celebrate small wins and progress along the way. It's okay to rest and acknowledge your team's efforts even if everything isn't perfect. Number 4, set healthy boundaries. Be intentional about creating space for rest and relationship. Your worth doesn't come from how much you do, and rest is a biblical principle for renewal. And finally, invite feedback. Surround yourself with people who will lovingly challenge you to grow and keep you accountable to being authentic and balanced. As an Enneagram 3, your drive to achieve is a God-given gift. When you learn to rest in His grace and lead with authenticity, you inspire others to pursue excellence while remaining grounded in what truly matters. So there you go, achievers. Go out there and lead with purpose, passion, and a heart that is rooted in Him. You've got this. And as always, I pray that the Lord fills you with gratitude, peace, and His amazing grace. I pray this episode blessed you, spoke to you, or encouraged you in some way. If so, please share it with a friend and head on over to Apple Podcasts to leave me a review. That's the only way for me to know if you're enjoying the show. Nothing blesses me more than to hear from you. Also, come on over to our free Facebook community. This is a great place for us to support one another on our faith and leadership journeys. You can find the link to the group in the show notes or go to gracefilledleader.com/community. If you have questions or content ideas for the show, please send me a message on SpeakPipe or via email. Go to gracefilledleader.com/contact and leave a written or voice recorded message. I would love to know how I can best serve you on the podcast. Now to Him who can do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Ephesians 3, verse 20. Until next time, my friends, God bless.